field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Miami Dolphins. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
Here we go, here we go. Check. Hey, switch gears. Alert 3. Check. Flag now.
Leo.
SOS.
Hey.
SOS. Mike 9.
Yep.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Alexander, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Give me that ball, defense. Check 26. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Watch the safety creep. Shift. He's checking.
There. Hit it.
Now a give right side. It's Alexander, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Ready? 260 Pittsburgh.
Watch 2. I know he ain't got it.
Hey, wahoo!
Choose the mic. They can't hang with us.
Go.
He's moving, boys, moving. Mike 2. I got you.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Check safety.
First carry for Darius Geis. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run with Geis. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals! Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Rock it.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
Now a give, right side. It's Alexander. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, Sam off. Gone.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Smooth.
So that'll back them up 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game.
Bravo.
Mike 42. Watch the run. Watch twin.
Hard.
Tight dog. Hey, check 24.
Now.
Motion, check.
Shot.
From the gun, Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
First down, Arizona.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
36.
And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 37-yard line.
Let's run that. Switch it.
This time, Haskins will look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as...
He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch.
Throwing again. Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Darius Geis, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Ready. 30 base.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
22 jet bomber.
Wide, get wide.
Look at me. Go. Big River.
Off play action. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Ready, ready.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, we got to seal. We got to seal. We got to seal. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Mike 9. Mike 9.
Hey, Alpha.
Bring it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Hey.
Everyone, we got four down. Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to that. Mike over there. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Hey, Charlie. Hit it.
Off the play fake. Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 9.
Hey, Zoo.
Bang out. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike 9. Mike 9.
Let go.
To throw on third down, Herbert. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slant.
Second down, Haskins. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Cardinal first down.
On the ready. 2, 3. To the mic.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing football. Y'all playing football.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Tie it right. 3 down.
From the 40 now on second down. Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Arizona.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. You hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him to go ahead and take it into the end zone rather than dealing with him again.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with his second touchdown here this first half. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Ready. Hey, orbit.
Watch two. Watch two. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Hustle, hot five.
From the gun on third down, Herbert. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go. Watch seven. Watch seven. Watch seven. Tight end left. Tight end left.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
First down, Cardinals.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Out of the gun, Geis. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It's third down and less than a yard.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Haskins on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. They come out here in the I. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Come on, man. Let's go!
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there. And just to clarify, it is not 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a run with Geis. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now after the run by Geis, here's first and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Championships, baby. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a first and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
X3, 218, chopper.
Mike 2, Mike.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, he sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Evans. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hatch it. 25.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And the Cardinals first down.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
45. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Hey, let's go.
On first down, it's Matthews. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
46. 45, Mike. 45. I got one. Single. Slant.
Check 13.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
I'm going to run you over.
He's coming.
Look, squeeze.
Switch.
They'll run on first down. Alexander, room here to run. A big play there for the Dolphins. 69 yards. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
No. Check three.
On the jet sweep, here's Grant. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
On the ready.
41 Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Protein spill.
99. Check 99. 6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Leo. Hey.
Go get him. Go get him.
Get it.
On second down, it's Alexander, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Out. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Jackrabbit, come on, hit it.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on down's the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up, and to great success.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Arizona, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll